before he became a global heartthrob and a red carpet fashion icon. Before Dune, Wonka, or even Call Me by Your Name, Timothée Chalamet was just a young actor trying to find his place in the entertainment world. In today's video, we're going back in time, digging into Timothée's early acting roles that most people don't even know existed. Some were small, some were brief, but all of them were stepping stones toward the star we know today. Make sure to stick around, because some of these early appearances might genuinely surprise you. 1. Law and Order. Microphone. Let's start with one of his very first screen appearances, Law and Order. Yes, the legendary crime procedural show that's been running for decades. In 2009, a young 13-year-old Timothée Chalamet played Eric Foley in an episode titled Pledge. His character was a troubled high school student caught up in a twisted storyline involving a murder investigation. Although it was just a guest role, you can already see hints of his natural screen presence. He had this subtle intensity, even at that age, that made him stand out in just a few short scenes. If you haven't seen it, go back and rewatch it. It's like discovering a hidden gem in a sea of early 2000s TV. 2. Loving roles, Royal Pains and Homeland. Microphone. After Law and Order, Timothée landed a role in another popular series, Royal Pains, in 2012. He played Luke, a smart, quirky teenager caught in a medical mystery. The role may not have been groundbreaking, but again, it was another moment for him to refine his craft, gain camera experience, and build his portfolio. That same year, he appeared in Homeland, one of the most critically acclaimed shows on TV at the time. He played Finn Walden, the rebellious son of the vice president. This role gave him slightly more screen time and a chance to portray a morally conflicted character. And yes, if you look closely, you'll see that signature Chalamet charm starting to bloom. 3. Stage acting, the talls end off Broadway. Microphone. But did you know Timothée also has theater roots? Before his Hollywood fame, he was performing in New York City's off-Broadway scene. One of his standout performances was in a play called The Talls, where he played Nicholas, a teenager in the 1970s dealing with adolescence and awkward first experiences. Stage acting requires a different kind of discipline, projecting emotions to a live audience, memorizing long monologues, and reacting in real time. This experience undoubtedly helped Timothée develop the emotional depth and subtlety he brings to his film roles today. 4. Men, Women and Children, 2014. Microphone. Let's talk film now. In 2014, Timothée took on a role in the drama Men, Women and Children, directed by Jason Reitman. Though he had a supporting role as Danny Vance, it was a major step forward. He was sharing the screen with big names like Adam Sandler and Ansel Elgort. Even in a relatively short appearance, Chalamet showed a quiet intensity, especially in his interactions with other characters. It was clear that he wasn't just another young actor. He was someone worth watching. In fact, many casting directors have mentioned this performance as one that helped put him on their radar. 5. 1 and 2, 2015, and Miss Stevens, 2016. Timothée continued exploring independent films, often choosing roles with emotional complexity. In 1 and 2, 2015, he played Zach, a teenager with supernatural powers, trapped in a strict, oppressive household. The movie blends sci-fi and psychological drama, and Chalamet delivered a haunting performance that earned critical praise. But it was Miss Stevens, 2016, that truly showcased his dramatic range. He played Billy, a troubled but incredibly gifted student who forms a connection with his teacher during a weekend trip to a drama competition. There's one scene where Billy delivers a powerful monologue from a play, and it's raw, vulnerable, and deeply human. That scene alone proved he was no ordinary teen actor. 6. The calm before the breakthrough. So by 2016, Timothée had already built a solid foundation: TV, theater, indie films, ensemble casts. All that was left was a breakout moment. And that moment would come just a year later, with Call Me By Your Name, a role that would change his life and catapult him into global stardom. But what makes his rise so unique is that it didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual build-up, a journey of passion, persistence, and incredibly smart role choices. So next time you see Timothée on a Vogue cover or leading a blockbuster film, remember, he didn't start there. He earned it, one small role at a time. In an upcoming video, we'll dive into Call Me By Your Name, the film that made the world fall in love with him. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next episode in our Timothée Chalamet journey.